Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Fam, you know what? Downtown Chicago is dying a slow death. It used to be one of the most bustling cities in America, one of. And I mean, just the amount of tourists that will come just to go down Michigan Ave and, to go see the Gold Coast and, ride on some of the iconic freeways and visit some of the great parts of Chicago. Reason why I said a lot of downtown Chicago is dying. I remember I used to walk around downtown Chicago all the time. I used to just walk on my breaks and lunches. I just walk around. And I will look and see things, man, see new stores opening, checking them out. And dude, I'm going to tell you this. And this is something that a lot of people don't understand. And this is something that you got to look at. The pandemic played a big part in why a lot of businesses closed. Remember, a lot of people didn't go to work. A lot of people were at home. And if you're at home, who's buying the product that you're selling? You got stores, you got restaurants, you got, health clubs. If nobody allowed to go to these places, guess what? They're going to start closing. And you thought after the pandemic, ended, you thought they will open back up. Some of them opened back up, and they did. But a lot of them end up staying closed. They stayed closed because, again, a lot of the people still didn't come back to work. It's a lot of people downtown, but there are a lot of people still working from home, and that had started a long time before the pandemic. That was, to ease the congestion of like the office space, man. You got so many people and only so many chairs and, cubicles and things like that. And they made it where some jobs could be remote. But they're bringing people back. They're bringing people back for a whole lot of reasons. They're bringing them back because you found out that a lot of people are not working from home. A lot of people are on vacation. A lot of people are out partying at concerts and doing some everything else. And that's the biggest thing that a lot of people missed out on. They never understood that, the jobs, they got people that spy on you. They got people that, track your movements. They track this stuff. And if I'm tracking your movements and I can't find nothing that, says that you're supposed to be in this one place and you're not there, yeah, we're going to have some issues, man. Look at it. I know a lot of people who said they work from home and, you be seeing them out shopping, grocery shopping, out clothing shopping. They at the show, man. Long as I got my laptop and phone, I'm good. I'm like, damn, that's what working from home is? This is what we doing? Dude, that's a travesty of work, bro. I understand the concept, is outdated. People feel, they should be able to do what they want. But again, when people paying you, you're supposed to do your damn job. And, this is what companies are calling people every day, 2 and 3 times a day. Why are they calling so much? They trying to figure what the hell you really are. You saying you at home and, again, work from home means at home. It don't mean like for anywhere that got internet service and cell service. That ain't what it means. Again, they're trying to keep a closer eye on you. Companies are downsizing. They're starting to look at this work from home thing as a liability. You're not doing what you're supposed to. Why the hell am I getting you free reign and you over there just fucking up? Dude, I'm not saying it's everybody that's working from home, but I'm saying it's a lot of people that's doing it. Uh, the reason why downtown Chicago is dying, and I think a lot of people didn't understand this, the rent is killing people. Um, they had went up on rent. A lot of buildings downtown have went into foreclosure where different management companies had to buy them. Because again, the retail space, people were moving from one place to another to get a better deal, and these businesses are not stupid. You got organizations that, do good stuff and they like, man, we need to pay attention. We need to see who got cheaper rent. We could break this lease. It's time to get the hell out of here. And this is what I've been telling a lot of people. You need to pay attention. Pay attention to what people are doing. Pay attention to, the whole thing. Uh, and, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, and again, I just want to say this. The smash and grabs did one thing. It made a lot of companies just sit back and say, look, this shit is just done. This is crazy. Insurance companies will cover one or two times. But, they may even cover the third damn time. But if it keep happening, they looking at you just like this. We're not covering this shit no more. Uh, and, and it's crazy as hell. A lot of people are not getting it. A lot of people are not understanding. When you look at the smash and grabs, there are a lot of high-end stores. And I don't think that shit was just coincidence that these smash and grabs happen, man. You got to think about it. The companies, even though you got to wait for the check with the insurance company for them to do what they do, you covered. Second, you got to look at all these places like the board up companies. People that swept up all the glass and boarded these places up. Dude, do you realize everybody was making men off of this? Remember they were having the riots and all of that stuff, and they were boarding up. I'm not the riots, but more like the marches, and they were boarding up downtown everywhere. Not downtown Chicago, but downtown everywhere. They were boarding up places. And, like I said, these companies made a lot of money. Then you got people, going to Walgreens and CVS's because a lot of them are closing up. The theft alone was just crazy. And dude, I used to go into these stores, man. I used to have a real thing with couponing, man. And I had coupons and stuff. And, sometimes people would think you were stealing because you able to buy shit. Let alone it's with coupons. But see, the thing is, people didn't understand that. People don't understand the concept of if you can save some money, why not? But the thing I looked at is, man, stop going to these retail places. And I noticed it's not just downtown Chicago that's having, a bigger issue, man. You got all over Chicago, man, that they're closing up. They're closing up in low income places where these people have to migrate to other locations to actually get stuff. And when they go into other locations, they're not dealing with that shit. They're not putting up with that stuff that would happen at other locations. Food places are closing up. And when I say low income places, I'm talking about all low income places. I'm not talking about this race, that race. I'm talking about all of them. They're closing a lot of this shit up. Like I tell you, the middle class has disappeared. It disappeared because they took it away. They found a way to basically make people either rich or poor. And there's really no in between. And the biggest thing that I've been pushing to people lately is keep your eyes open. When you got brick and mortar, remember, Walgreens prices, as far as their stock, went completely down. It split. It did something weird a while back. And they were, losing their mind. The reason why they were losing their mind because of the issue, Walgreens used to be one of the biggest damn retail stores. Drug stores of, man, they had like shit numbers on other. They basically was number one in what they did. But man, you had a lot of competition coming in. Then on top of that, they were horrible at customer service. Then, the Walgreen family was having issues with their daughter. She was on that stuff. And they were taking her kids and shit was wild back then, man. But, now it's just like you got so much competition. And the theft is beating everybody ass. Look at Target. $1 billion in theft? Target has a hell of a lot of theft. Walgreens has a hell of a lot of theft. CVS, I seen people pack grocery bags with liquor and shit and walk right out the door. They can't run after these people no more. I remember I was working retail when I was a younger person, and we used to run after the people out of the store and get the stuff back. And I'm going to tell you something. I realized that at that age, I'm not running after anybody no more. Those very same people that we used to chase, I used to catch the bus. I used to see these people on the bus stop sometimes. I used to see them and they was like, man, don't I know you? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, yeah, you know my ass. But I'm like, no. And somebody ran at the store. Oh man, you too big to be scary. I said, no, bro, I'm not scary. I said, the thing is, I see these damn people at the end of the night on a bus stop. Ain't nobody out there but me. Oh no, man, that's scary. Then all of a sudden, that person that was calling me scary got threatened by one of these people. And all of a sudden, he leaving out the back door. We gotta let him out like 30 minutes before the store closed for he can go home for, nothing to happen. See, I'm like, you see what I mean? When the shoe is on the other foot, all of a sudden, no, it's a safety concern. What was it with me? What, because I'm a low person on the pole, my health, my life don't matter. Man, please. I left that place and didn't think twice. Oh man, you know what? Shit, you don't leave a job to go somewhere else. Look at all the seniority you got. I said, yeah, but that ain't no money. I said, these people paying money over here. I said, I can't play no more with that. I said, this is what y'all were offering. This is what they offering. I said, they offering way more. I said, bro, I don't got no time for that shit. As you grow up and you learn, you live your life, you start realizing jobs that you thought were great jobs were horrible ass jobs. They were death traps. You sitting there like, yeah, I was talking to this guy and he was telling me, man, this was like one of the better jobs I had. This was the greatest job I had, man. And I'm looking at the job. I said, boy, this job was a complete death trap, but again, these people thought this was a good job. And I'm like, man, y'all not getting paid. I remember we were working at, what's that, UPS? I worked at UPS for a little while, man. As a young guy, we were flipping boxes and it was so cold outside. And I walked right back in and they said, hey, that truck ain't on load itself. You got to go back. I said, man, it's too damn cold out there. I said, you need to bring some blowers. You need to bring something. It's too damn cold out there. So everybody walked in and they was like, we ain't doing that. And they like, what the hell going on, man? You caused a mutiny. No, it's too fucking cold out there. It was freezing. I said, bring some blowers out there. And I said, people will go out. But I said, hell, y'all got these heaters and everywhere else. We over here fucking cold as hell. They brung heaters out there for people to do their... But see, that's the thing. It shouldn't take that much. And, as a young person, you thought that was good money. Oh, man, $200 a week. Man, that was horrible ass money. Considering if you go to Amazon, they paying you like $23 to $25 an hour, and you looking at what you making a week. Dude, I'm like, bro, they playing with y'all in here. My whole point is, as you go, you got to make sure you understand what the hell you doing and why. People do not know what the hell they doing. They've been doing all type of crazy shit. They've been complaining about everything. It's just nuts. It's like you cannot figure what has been going on with this country right now. This country has been getting over on us for the longest. When I say us, I'm talking about people. I'm talking about people of all nationalities, all genders. They've been getting over on us, man. We've been working our ass off and nobody ain't really doing anything for us, man. We just been dealing with shit. Man. I'm just sitting here thinking to my damn self. It's just a lot. And when you sit back and think to yourself what we doing, you realize to yourself what really happened. Is shit gonna go down? No. Price of eggs damn near rising to $10 and you sitting here telling me things don't get better. Shit is getting worse. It's just wild. You just got to work it out. I hear people talk about Brandon Johnson and all of this. Lori Lightfoot, bro, these people were dealt horrible hands. How do you supposed to fix that shit? Lori Lightfoot had the pandemic. Brandon Johnson had the migrants. How the hell you supposed to fix that? You get the migrants here, buses, trains, planes, and you make it whereas they can't go back. How do you supposed to send them back to Texas? What do you supposed to do? Now, at this particular point in time, everybody's just upset. Brick and mortar is dead, and it's a reason why it's dead. People are panhandling even more. At first, it was just a homeless panhandler. Now you just got random people out panhandling. And you can tell they random as hell. You looking down at their shoes, their clothes. At least when you see, the homeless, somehow you can tell they're homeless. And I'm gonna be honest, there's a smell, there's dirty clothes, there's something letting you know something ain't right, and you looking, they hungry. They're not just asking you for money. Sometimes they're asking you for something to drink, they're asking you for some food, they hungry. But these other people you see, they got on clothes, they all clean, their shoes clean, they got kids with them. Dude, look, make it make sense. Just make it make sense. Dude, it's crazy as hell. But till later, fam, peace out.